Libra, this is your July 2018 horoscope, astrological reading. Please refer to my Cancer horoscope reading for this month for more info on these tarot readings and the future of this blog channel. Okay, let's get to it. Libra, I know not much of you, but I know more of you than I know Aquarius and Sagittarius, which I just got done with their reading. Let's look into what you are going through. You guys like a balanced lifestyle, don't you? You avoid confrontation. A lot of you study law, or you just like justice. You're just looking for the good things in life. Some of you can be vain, but some of you like expensive things. There's nothing wrong with that. You like to socialize. You don't like to be alone. All right, please give me the reading for Libra, July 2018. Thank you. All right. Oh, here we go. Another pretty heavy reading. I saw this coming. Libra usually goes through a lot in life. You're an air sign, so it's kind of like out there, you know, with Gemini and Aquarius. But Libras have the hardest time, I think, of all the air signs. 8 of Swords. A lot of you are depressed right now. It's almost like spellbinding. A lot is holding you down. Someone passed away, and that's like you're holding on to that memory. It's like, oh, it's like you're holding on to a grudge. And people have different ways of dealing with death, but you're not dealing with it easy. Funny, I see Gemini now, because, yeah. You're like the opposite of Gemini now. You're just like, you're in a fixed state. You're almost like whatever at this point, the Fool. You're so depressed that you're like carefree. You just don't care. You have like no care to give. You're either at home a lot or you're doing a lot to distract you. You have much stimuli, much mental stimuli. You just don't want to talk about it, don't want to think about it. It's you just like, it's almost like after this person passed, or what could be darker than death? I mean, after this really dark event happened, it really, like, it's been years and, like, you're still not over it. That's just how it is. It keeps you up at night. Again, the Gemini. Maybe they were a Gemini, the one who died. You're beating yourself in with it over and over again. They're beating up. It's messing with your conscience. It's messing with your insomnia. It's messing with your anxiety. Your depression is just getting worse. You cannot get out of it. You felt like things were happening in the past, honey. You were meeting people. You were social. You were explored. Your business was growing. You had things to look forward to. You were young in general, like energy, you know. And then it just it just all came tumbling. But for the better. Like, that was meant to happen. Or it was more like things were going good, then they weren't. Then they were, then they weren't. And you were so... And then this thing happened, and then whatever darkness happened, boom. Either somebody abused you, or somebody abused themselves enough to die. And they were in your family or friend, and more family I'm seeing, and that hurt you. And you almost you started contemplating the thought of that everyone has to go eventually, everyone has to encounter the facts of life and death, and this has changed you. You're a different person now. You've changed your appearance. Libra is appearance. You grew facial hair. You changed your hair. You truthfully, people deal with things differently. You either cared more about your appearance or you cared less. You let yourself go. You're a new person. You shifted into this new person because of this. But it's only temporary. It's not the true you. You're no longer valuing or care about, maybe you let go of a business or something. You no longer care about the things you used to care about. You're now looking to study something new. A completely different change of career. You're literally a new person now. You're a changed person. This death, whatever, this horrible instance, I hope this didn't happen to any of you, an abusive thing that occurred that made it traumatized you. But this was something that just traumatized you in your past. And this was years ago. And this changed you. Now let's focus more on July. Because after the first 5-6 cards, then it starts to switch to the current situation. Whatever you're seeking for before, it's a dead dream. It's no longer there. On to a new dream. Maybe you got what you wanted and you're bored with it. Now you wanting something else. Libras are pretty good at attracting what they desire. Good and bad. A lot of times we have negative self-talk. It comes back to bite. Especially on a Libra. Princess of Pentacles in reverse for the current situation you're dealing with. Yeah. Depression. Anything you try to achieve or get, you missed the mark. You thought you could live by yourself, on your own, with your own income, be your own boss. It just failed. It just failed. You had to move back in with your family. And I feel like you moved somewhere far. You just had to go back. It just failed. It was a failed venture. You were managing a lot of things and you thought you could keep up and you just couldn't. But I also think it's kind of going to continue through the month of July. So maybe it's time to decide to do something else with your time rather than trying to keep fighting for the same thing. Because it's just, I don't see it happening. I don't see money. I don't see love in this reading. I definitely don't see a social life or much of a healthy one for the matter. So there's something you need to change in your pattern. The best way to do that is to do something else than you normally do in your day routine. If you need to get out of the house, I know it sucks. I know it's hard. But take one step at a time. Baby steps. That's the best way. Internal situation. 4 of Pentacles. You're strong. It's in there. Where's the Strength card I just saw? You can handle things. You saw, and you saw things. You dealt with things, and You've been through it all, and you're now this new, stronger person, and this will no longer happen. You know, your restless nights. It will probably last through the rest of the month. But later down by the end of the year, you will transform into yourself. This is who you truly are, Libra. Courageous, strong, brave. Social, not antisocial. Which is not a bad thing, but it can be. The Empress. Final result. In reverse. I almost feel like there's people over your head dumping on you. You have maybe a lot of negative friends or family. Even family can be your enemy. Oh yes, oh yes. You gotta get out. You gotta get out of that. Maybe moving in wasn't the best idea. Maybe you need to move out. Maybe you need to start making some plans to live with people again. Maybe travel. Live in hostels. That's the cheapest way to travel the world. Live in hostels. Find part-time jobs. Work at an ice cream shop. You know, do something you normally wouldn't do. I know you guys can be sometimes Libras, like highfalutin, like demand more of life than like, oh, I don't deserve to work in an ice cream shop. I had businesses, you know. But maybe that's what you need. To not only humble yourself down, but find yourself and work on yourself to grow strong. You need to exercise. I feel like you're pale, you're like malnourished and malnutrition. You're just sitting on the bed and eating chips. Feng Shui, they say do not do anything on your bed but sleep with someone and sleep. Okay? That's your only vice. Try not to drink. Try not to snack. Pick up a vegetable. Run outside. You don't have to be amongst people if you don't want. You can still be antisocial through the month of July. Just work on strengthening yourself. Exercising. And plan your travels. Plan your escape, you know. You Libras, I feel like that's the best thing you need right now is the excitement of wanting to move out again and escape. And it didn't work for you before, but who's to say it won't work again, right? But this time a totally new venture. Like, you gotta change your career path. Focus on that for July. Plan. Okay? Plan your future. Do a lot of research. Look up flight tickets. Look up hostels. Make phone calls, you know? You don't have to be social. Just keep it professional. Be specific. Write down exactly what you're seeking for. And just organize plan. And strengthen yourself. Listen to music while working out. Running outside, just a simple jog, you know. Wear your hoodie, your sunglasses, your headphones. You don't have to look at anyone, talk to anyone. Nobody knows you, you don't know them. Wear some baggy clothes or like just that's the healthiest way to release toxins of what trauma you went through. Libra, I wish you the best of luck. On with the next reading. Bye, guys.